It all started on an ordinary night. I had been living in this house for about 6 months. Nothing weird had ever happened. No flickering lights, no cold drafts, no eerie whispers in the night. Until I noticed something unusual. I was rearranging furniture when I saw the outline of a door beneath the wallpaper. A hidden door in my own house. Now, at this point, any reasonable person would have stopped and thought, maybe there's a reason this was covered up. But did I do that? Of course not, because horror movie logic doesn't apply when it's happening to you. So I did what any rational, overly curious human would do. I grabbed a knife and started peeling away the wallpaper. Behind it was an old wooden door, no handle, just a keyhole, and it looked like it hadn't been touched in decades. And then I heard it, a noise, from the other side. Sudden silence, then a quiet, distant scratching sound. I should have stopped. I should have walked away. But instead, I went searching for the key. Now, here's where things got really strange. I searched everywhere, drawers, cabinets, basement boxes, until I found an old iron key hidden inside a crack in the wall, almost as if someone had tried to get rid of it, but failed. I held it in my hand, heart pounding. I knew I was about to open something that had been meant to stay closed, and yet I turned the key. Metallic click, slow creak as the door opens. The room behind it was pitch black, like the light itself was being devoured. My phone flashlight barely cut through the darkness, but I could see just enough to know something was off. The walls weren't normal. They weren't made of brick or wood. They were covered in scratches, thousands of them, deep, desperate gouges like something or someone had tried to claw their way out. Then I saw them, footsteps, not leading in but leading out. And that's when I felt it, a breath, right behind me. I spun around, but the door had slammed shut. I banged against the door. No handle, no keyhole, no way out. Then, in the darkness, something moved. At first, it was just a whisper, a faint, inhuman whisper that didn't come from one place, but from everywhere. And then I saw them, hands, reaching out from the walls. Too many hands, fingers too long, too sharp. They dragged against the wood, scratching, pulling, grasping. I did the only thing I could. I screamed. I slammed my fists against the door, kicked, threw my whole weight against it, and then silence. The next thing I knew, I was lying in the middle of my living room floor. The door was gone, no outline, no scratches, nothing, as if it had never existed. I would have thought I imagined the whole thing, if it weren't for one thing. My fingernails were torn and bloody, as if I had been scratching at something, as if I had been trying to claw my way out. I don't know what that place was. I don't know how I got out. But one thing is certain, the door is gone now. But sometimes, late at night, when the house is quiet, I hear scratching. So, if you ever find a hidden door in your house, whatever you do, don't open it. But what if you couldn't sleep? Ever? There was a man who spent his entire life trapped between dreams and reality. What he saw in the darkness drove him to the brink of madness. Click on the video on your screen now to hear the true